Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something a little different today.
Yeah, a single source, but a powerful one.
Right, so we're looking at this passage from the Bible, Philippians 4.67, and it's all about finding peace, even when things are crazy.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to that, right?
Oh, absolutely, especially these days. So much going on. And this verse is basically saying, hey, don't freak out.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, don't be anxious. Instead, bring all your worries, all your requests to God. And this is interesting with Thanksgiving.
Even Thanksgiving, yeah. Even when you're asking for things.
Exactly. And then the verse says you'll experience God's peace. But get this, it says the peace transcends all understanding. Now, what in the world does that even mean?
Well, it's like, peace that goes beyond logic. You can't explain it.
Right. Like everything around you might be falling apart, but you still have this deep inner sense of calm.
Exactly. Like a deep inner stillness. I think we've all experienced that at some point.
Oh, for sure. And, it makes me think about people who have been through incredible hardship, lost everything, but they still have this incredible sense of peace about them. Almost like
a shield or something.
Yes, like a shield, protecting them. And the verse itself says to guard our hearts and minds.
That's an interesting point, to guard our hearts and minds.
Yeah. What does that mean practically? How do you guard your heart and mind in this crazy world?
I think it's about being mindful of what we allow in, what we're focusing on.
Right. So it's not just about praying for things. It's about shifting our whole perspective.
Exactly. It's an inside-out kind of thing, and I think that's where the gratitude comes in.
Right. The verse is super specific about that.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer with thanksgiving. Not just prayer, but prayer with thanksgiving. Why do you think that's so important?
Well, think about it. When you're focusing on what's wrong, it just magnifies those worries. But when you shift your focus to what you're thankful for,
it changes things.
Yeah.
It changes your whole outlook.
Right. And I think that's how we start to tap into that peace that transcends understanding. Because it's not about ignoring the bad stuff. It's about choosing to focus on the good.
And that's where the peace comes in.
Yeah. It's like gratitude unlocks the door.
It's like a key, right?
Yeah.
But how do we actually do that? I mean, the world is so full of stuff that makes us anxious, it can feel impossible to stay calm.
Yeah, no, I get that. We're bombarded with information, bad news, pressures from all sides. It's a lot.
It really is.
But I think that's exactly why this verse is so important. It reminds us that we have a choice. We can choose to get swept up in all that chaos.
Or we can choose something else.
Exactly. We can choose to turn to a higher power, to bring our worries and anxieties to God, to practice gratitude, even for the smallest things. It's a powerful shift in perspective.
So we've talked about prayer. We've talked about gratitude and this crazy idea of a peace that we can't even fully understand.
A peace that goes beyond our understanding.
Right. A lot to think about from just a few lines.
It really is. And it makes me wonder, for everyone listening, how can you apply this in your own life?
Yeah. How can you find that peace that transcends understanding? How can you make prayer and gratitude your anchors in the storm?
It's a challenge, but it's worth it.
Absolutely. And we'd love to hear from you what resonated with you the most.
What are your takeaways? What are your thoughts?
Let us know. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
See ya.
See you next time.